أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Welcome everybody around the globe. I wanted to begin to talk about the super user idea. If you've never heard about the super user idea, it's because you haven't been reading all the stuff I have been sending you. You have been cross-eyed or something. So the super user is a very important idea. It is this idea that you use something and you become an expert in it, and then it creates hierarchy or ranking in the world of artificial intelligence. So think of this for a moment. Think with me. In a future where AI runs everything, what we used to do is no longer acceptable. There's not going to be elections. There's not going to be the idea that powerful people who have money, whether they are lobbyists or whatever, they will be doing campaigns, running ads, and you just show up during election time, you give a speech, sweet speech, and you get elected to president or whatever it is that whatever government you're in. That's not going to work in the world of AI and AGI, because AI is following you in your private life, in your public life, and it has a good idea who you are, what you really believe in, how creative you are, and what kind of contribution you really are able to make to the world. So the super user idea came about wanting to help some lady called Greta Thunberg, because I work for the Prophet's family, so they don't like politics. They don't like what comes with politics. They want positive contribution. So I was working on the Nobel Prize of the Noble Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. I was building the House of Wisdom, which will replace Facebook, TikTok, and everything where Muslims have their place and all of that. And I was working on mathematical equations and ideas, revival of the House of Wisdom. You get the point. But everything has a beginning and end. So once I delivered all those projects, now the most important project was waiting, which is politics. And I was not willing to do something that will compromise my principles. I had to have a reason why I have to get involved in this. Because remember, in politics, you have to humiliate, you have to dominate. It's about the predator, it's about Trump. It's about the gorilla. It's about arrogance. That's what politics is about in my timeline. So I can't get involved with that. So I just write my opinion to public leaders, on my blog, send it out, and just hide from the public. Hide. So, and I was blogging for a long time, just doing my job, because you need to understand, the political arena is a sewer system. It's where people eat shit. Filthy liars, losers. That's why you go into the sewer system. It's a disgusting place. You get involved there, and people just hate you for no reason. They just hate you. You haven't done anything to them, but they are full of hate all of a sudden. So it was a very difficult thing for me to get into. And I remember one time that when the war in Gaza was in, of course I was in there on X, just fighting like a beast, sending all those tweets and doing what I usually do. But it just came to a point where the killing became so much that I had to turn away and just say, you know what? I'm a private citizen. These people will question, they will be questioned on the day of judgment. They're killing the innocent. I'm not involved in this. I need a break. Where can I turn? All of a sudden, I just see this white girl talking about, can somebody help me? I've been trying to change the planet. I want to fix the environment. I'm just a girl. I should just show you a picture, but I don't have. But You know the name, Greta Thunberg. She has this cardboard in her room. Please help me. And I said, you know what? I can do for you what I'm not willing to do for myself or the Prophet's family, because they don't want politics. And I know what it takes to get things done, but you're not going to like it. You know, if you want me to do this, I mean, I'm a former correctional officer. You know, what these people are doing, bullying, humiliation, you know, becoming bigger, you know, making people become smaller, looking down on them. You see, I told her, I can do this, but you are an artistic person, you need to give me a sign that you want. I will engage in the sub creatively. I will try to come up with something, and because I was already working on it, but I was just not going to get involved. I have to have a very good reason to get involved. Anyway, she sent me an amazing picture. Say, rip out the roots, rip out the roots. And she dressed beautifully, and I was taken. That's it. I fell in love, and I said, I'm going to work for this girl. Wait. Now, what's wrong with politics? Well, I already dealt with it a long time ago in 2015 or something. I wrote something. I created the site. You know, I just left it alone because I'm a creative person. Just like this tree, this piece of tree over here. It's on fire, as you can see. I had to get involved, and I built the site. I built the ideas, and the ideas that I came up with the blessing of God, that politics is a monster that must be domesticated. It's a beast. Lying, corrupt people, always taking advantage of us. We're never involved. We only vote one time, and you know, get lost. I'll see you next year, 5 years from now. Don't tell me nothing. You're a nobody. You don't pay for my campaign. You don't pay for my retirement. Who the hell are you? So that was a problem. Anyway, next time I'll talk about the system and what has happened so far and how this system is developed. Remember, this system is hierarchy. You work hard. You bring your offline resume, your online resume. We create a hierarchy. We create what I call an open office where AI works, you work, politicians work in this office, where we can see what they're doing all day, because we trust them with power. Why would we not monitor them? Anyway, I have a interview that I'm getting ready for, so I wanted us to record this because probably this will be connected to it, because everything is connected. Money, politics, advertisement, technology, online use, all of this, it's all connected. So I want to thank you for listening. I want to shake your hand. I'm welcoming you to the super user system. I just told you a story, and I will tell you part 2 down the road or very soon, so that you can understand and you can participate. Thank you for listening. This is part 1, the super user program. Thank you and goodbye.